Friends, welcome back. In previous lecture, dear students, we discussed about some basic things which is related to our first chapter. That is some first chapter is motion, which is completely related to a mechanics part. Mechanics means that is a branch of a physics, dear students. Okay. Now, in first video, dear students, we discuss about some important point. What is the rest? What is the motion? How we can say that is that object is a point object, some frame of reference, scalar quantities, vector quantities, and type of motion. Whole things we discussed in our previous lecture. Now, dear students, in this chapter we discuss the some important point, that is the basic more points is a first thing is a distance and displacement. The complete focus on that chapter in this video on today's lecture, and the target of today's lecture is understand the distance and displacement. What is the distance and what is the displacement, what is the definition, what is the unit, what is the difference between them, how we can measure the distance and displacement. And after today's lecture, dear students, each and every student understand about the difference and distance and displacement and understand the measurement process of distance and displacement, because the distance and displacement is a basic information to learn about the further most important point, just like a speed, velocity, and equations of motions. Okay. Now, dear students, today's first topic is, dear students, that is a scalar and vector. In previous lecture we discussed about the type of motions, and after that now we discuss about the physical quantities. Dear students, in previous year you discuss about the physical quantity, and physical quantity is divided into two parts. First one is a scalar and second one is a vector quantities. Okay. Scalar means, dear students, it has a only magnitude, we write it in short, and that has a magnitude and plus direction also, magnitude and direction both, that is a vector quantity. Okay students, now after that we discuss the difference between scalar and vector quantities. There are some definition based difference, there are some algebraic based definition, there are some different type addition and subtraction method. Both are the different in a scalar and vector. Next one is a distance and displacement. That is the backbone of that chapter. What is the distance and what is the displacement? Okay students, now after that difference of distance and displacement we discuss in this topic. And next one is a illustration, means dear some example based on the above complete topic, just like a distance and displacement, just like a scalar and vector. Based on that topic we solve some examples and assignment for you. After that assignment for you. Okay students, now start. In previous classes, dear students, we discuss about some physical quantities, and physical quantities are divided into two parts. First part is a scalar quantities and second part is a vector quantities. Okay, that quantities play an important role in our motion and in future kinematics. Okay, students. So let's start the scalar quantities. Let's suppose you are saying, say, please come with 20 gram sugar. Then what is the 20 and what is the gram? Gram is the unit. Gram is the unit of that material. So that is a unit. And what is the 20? And 20 is some numerical values. So there is a numerical values, that is a 20, and gram is a unit. Both, when we combine the both the terms, then it becomes a quantity. That it becomes a quantity. If this quantity is doesn't depend on a direction, if that quantity is, it doesn't depend on the 20 gram is always 20 gram. If you come with right hand side, if you are come with a left hand side, if you are throw from the upward side, if you are picking the ground side, always there is a no change on a 20 gram. Okay student, so it depends only a some magnitude, it has a only magnitude, there is a no role of a direction. So it is a scalar quantity. That time we can say that is a scalar quantity. Means, dear students, if some quantities has only a magnitude, there is no effect of a direction, that quantities has a scalar quantities. That quantities has a scalar quantities. Any physical quantities which can completely specified, 20 gram is a specified quantity by its magnitude. If we say 20, it's not a completed word. What is the 20? No, it may be kilometer, it may be meter, it may be liter, it may be gram, it may be kilogram. Okay, anyone else. But if you say 20 gram, that is a specified quantities. So it's a magnitude of that quantities and is known as a scalar quantity. Just like a charge, we study about the charge in a 10th standard. The unit of the charge is a coulomb. Someone says 2 coulomb charge. Yes, it is a perfect answer. Someone says 5 meter distance. Yes, okay, 5 meter distance is a complete. Speed 5 meter per second. 5 meter per second. Yes, it is a specified quantities. Time 5 seconds. Temperature 20 degree centigrade. Density 2 kilogram per meter cube. Volume 5 meter cube. Whole quantities are scalar quantities, doesn't depend on a direction. It doesn't depend on a direction. It has a only magnitude. Just like that. If you are measuring the 20 degrees centigrade temperature, if you are standing on upside, you are laying down, in any position 20 degrees centigrade is the temperature, fixed temperature. Okay, it doesn't depend on your position in any direction. Okay, these are the some scalar quantities. Now after that we discuss about the some vector quantities, and before moving to vector quantities, some more points is that, and scalar quantities is a, now next one is a vector quantities here. Let's suppose someone asks about your address. You are standing anywhere in your state, in your colony, and someone coming and ask about the address of any other person. You are saying 5 meter. You are saying the answer is 5 meter. Can you give a right answer to that person? Think about that. No, your answer is completely wrong. Why, dear? So if let's suppose you are standing here and he is asking about that position. These are the paths and these are the some lengths. Then that time you are saying that person A, B, and that is a destination. Okay, you are saying that please go to 5 meter. Then which 5 meter? That type of in this direction 5 meter, in this direction 5 meter, or in this direction of 5 meter, in this direction 5 meter, in this direction. Which direction is right? If person move in that direction, means your answer will be wrong. You are saying move the 5 meter. Which direction? In that case, we require a particular direction. So, dear student, that direction is play an important role in that answer. Okay. So, if you are saying move first right hand side 3 meter, means straight in a 3 meter, then turn left hand side of 2 meter, then your answer is correct. If you are saying directly 5 meter, move the 5 meter and get your destination. No, that is not a correct answer here. But if you are saying 3 meter straight and 2 meter left, then your answer is correct. So there is here student, direction play an important role. So some quantities are divided into a vector quantities. Scalar means there is no requirement of a direction, but in that case we require some direction. So dear student, the quantity which can be determined by its magnitude, just like a scalar quantity, and the direction also, and the direction, that quantities is a scalar quantities. That quantities is a vector quantity. Okay, it has a magnitude as well as direction. Vector quantities mean, dear student, that is a combination of magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction, that is a vector quantity. Okay, students, and the vector quantity is added and subtracted by a not a normal algebra. In normal algebra, dear students, in normal algebra, you can add 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. Yes, that's correct answer. But in a vector algebra, that logic it's have some different signs with direction. Let's suppose how we can use it. If you are moving a right side, then we consider a positive. If you are moving in a right hand side, that time we consider a positive. If you are moving from that point in a left hand side, that we time consider a negative. Okay. Let's suppose you are moving in that direction 5 meter and come back 2 meter. Complete direction is 5 meter and come back in a 5 meter. Now calculate the quantities. Now dear students, we say 5 meter in a positive direction means right hand side, and after that we move a negative 2 meter minus 2 meter. The negative sign shows here the direction. The negative sign shows the direction. One more thing is that we have a east, west, north and south. If you are moving in upward direction, then we can say 5 meter north. That time our answer is correct. If we are writing after 5 meter north, that time our answer is right. If you say you are moving in that direction but you write only 5 meter, that time it's not a correct answer. We require some direction, specified direction, just like east, west, north and south. Okay students, that is a basic information about the vector quantities. Okay. Now, what are the examples of a vector quantities? And dear students, we discuss about the vector algebra in further classes also. What is the vector? Normal algebra is now our normal mathematics, simply addition, subtraction, division and all things. Now, examples of a vector algebra, that is vector. The example of a vector is a displacement. So dear students, displacement always discuss and we'll always write with a 2 meter east, west, north, south, any type of direction, but we require a direction. Velocity 2 meter per second east, west, north, south, x, y, z. All are the vector quantities, dear students, and all these quantities require two things. First one is a magnitude. That is a magnitude. 2 meter per second is a magnitude, and east, west, north, south shows the direction of that quantities. Okay students, now some representation of a vector quantities. Basically dear students, in previous classes you draw some scales and draw some graphs. Okay, similarly we use here some graphs, okay, in a vector form. Right, what is the representation of a vector? If you are represent a vector, we require a straight line in the given direction. If you are say right hand direction, then we make a line in a right hand side. If you are saying the upward direction, then we make a direction upward direction. Okay, to show on paper. Okay, and a given direction of a certain scale. What is the scale, dear student? Okay, we talk about that in a later. Now, a length of line. If you are measuring and draw the length is that, whole length and complete length shows about the magnitude. Means dear students, it is a, if 2 meter, then it's not a 2 meter, it is a higher than that magnitude, that is a 4 meter, 6 meter and 7 meter. X, Y, Z quantities here. So length of that line shows about the magnitude. And there are two more points is that first point is head and second point is a tail. That is a head and that point is a tail. Head, the direction of head shows the direction. It shows the direction. Okay student, the arrow sign shows the direction, means the head point the direction and tail the back side of that point. Okay, let's suppose you are measuring some displacement and the symbol of displacement is d. How you can say that is a vector quantity? Then a symbol is that, mark a arrow at that, above that. It shows it is a symbol of a vector quantity. Just like a force is also a vector quantity, so we make a vector. the arrow above it is always shows it is a vector quantity. Just like a momentum, momentum also vector quantity less that. P is the symbol of a momentum. Okay, students. In further classes we study about the momentum also, but the symbol is momentum is P. Then we mark a arrow above it means dear students it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Okay. Now after that some difference between a scalar and vector. Scalar and vector quantities. If dear student we are deal with some scalar quantities, then we can add and subtract easily. We can add and subtract easily just like a normal algebra. But if we deal with some vector quantities, then it has some different algebra to addition, subtraction and division also. Okay, division is not available in a vector algebra. We convert into a multiply. Okay, 9. But this quantities has some different algebra. What happen in a, they have only magnitude, but they have a magnitude as well as direction also. They are added, subtract arithmetically means their normal algebra is used to addition them. That is a 3 plus 5 is 8. But here added, subtract all are depend on the vector. All are the vector addition method means that is a vector algebra. We discuss all the thing how we can add, how we can subtract and how we can multiply the vector form. But there is some basic difference. In further classes we discuss the complete process of that addition and subtraction. Okay students, that is the basic difference between a scalar and vector quantity. How you can represent the vector? Yes, if that is the symbol of vector is f, then that is a vector quantity. Okay. Dear students, someone says please draw the vector of a 5 meter north. Yes, we can draw easily 5 meter north. Yes, that is a 5 meter. Okay. But dear students, sometimes the question is that draw the line of 100 meter. 100 meter east. Then how you can draw it? That time dear students we use scale in your at the 8th standard also. What is the scale? That time we use y direction. Okay. Now we want to mark the 100 meter east means dear student our direction is east, west, north and south. So we want to mark in this direction. So how we can measure the 100 meter and how we can mark the 100 meter? That time we use a scale is scale for x direction. The requirement is the x direction in x axis. We can write in x axis. One block, you can write 1 block or 1 centimeter also. 1 block is equals to 20 meter. If dear students 1 block, we assume that 1 block that is a scale. By using this scale we can draw the 100 meter line and on a single paper because 20 meter line and 100 meter line is not possible on our paper, but by using a scale or drawing a scale small line and shows the larger line. How? 1 block is 20 meter. Let's suppose dear students we show the line. 1 block means then we start from that point. If we draw the 1 block means we measure the 20 meter. If we draw the 1 more block that is a 40, that is a 20, again 20. How much block is required? Then 5 block are required to draw that line. So dear students we can say 5 block. If we use 5 block then we can measure we can draw a 100 meter line. So dear students that is a 100 meter line. That is a 100 meter line on a single paper. Okay. Now that is a role of a scale. That is a role of a scale. Okay students. Now the distance and displacement. So first topic is a distance and displacement. First we discuss about the distance. Dear students, if you are moving from one place to another place, like you are starting from here and you end your journey here. Okay, but dear students, it's not sure that path. First time you use the path 1, you move with this path. Second time you use this path, and third time when you move, use this path. So dear students, all paths, by using this all the paths, we move to our source, means you can say home and school. Our school. We daily goes from home to school, but sometimes we use different path to measure the which path have some shortest distance. Then we measure different path. Path 1 also, path 3, path 2. Then we use always path 3. Why? Because the path 3 has a less distance. But dear students, the word is the distance. It shows the path length. The distance means, dear student, what is the distance? Path 1 also has a distance, path 2 also distance, path 3 also distance. The path covered by an object, it's also a path, this also a path, that also a path. The path covered by an object, it is a actual path length, means dear student, you move that direction, that, use all path and calculate all the distance measurement, all the path, and then we get the distance. We get the value is distance. If you have a 50 meter, yes, it is a distance. If you have a 40 meter, yes, it is a distance. If that is a 35, that is a distance. Sorry, it's not of 35 because it has a large distance, so we use 45 meter. Okay. 40 meter, 45 meter, 50 meter, all are the distances. All path has a distances. We can say all are the distance. Okay. Now, means dear student, if you are start to moving, then measurement will be started. The path length covered by an object is a distance. The path length covered by an object is a distance, and distance is a scalar quantity. What do you mean by the scalar quantity, dear student? Scalar means dear, it has a only magnitude. It has a only magnitude. It doesn't depend on a direction. Means it doesn't matter which path will we choose, that path and that path. It doesn't matter. But all the distance, all the path length is calculated, and that is the distance of that path. Okay. The unit of that distance is a meter. The unit of that distance is a meter. Actual path length covered by an object is a distance, and it is a scalar quantity, and unit of that quantity is a meter. Always measure in a meter, that is a SI unit. If you are measuring the distance in a centimeter, that is a CGS unit of a distance. Okay students. Now next one is a displacement. Dear students, in previous diagram we use different path. We use a different path. So what is the difference between distance and displacement? Same thing we are drawing here. First, second, first point, second path, third path. First, third, and second. But displacement is the shortest distance between the initial and final position. Please remember that the shortest path between initial and final. Initial, where your journey will be started. Final, where journey will be completed. We start from that point and we ending at that point. Means we start from our home and end at school. So starting point is home and ending point is a school. Starting point is a home and ending point is a school. So shortest distance. Now dear student, we require the shortest distance. Let how you can draw a shortest distance between two points. Let's suppose first point is here and second point is here. If we measure, if you draw that, it's not a shortest. If you draw that, it's not a shortest. But when we draw a straight line between that point, if you are drawing a straight line between these points, which points? Initial point and final point, that is a shortest path length between these points. Okay, and the shortest path of this point is called displacement. The shortest path between initial and final position is called displacement. Now, what is the displacement in this condition? That is a path 3. The path length of path 3 is a displacement because it is a shortest path length. Because it is a shortest path length. It's also have a path length, but it's not a shortest. It's not a shortest path length. So it's the value of displacement is the length of the shortest path. What is the shortest path in that condition? That is the path 3 is the shortest path dx, and shortest path length is a displacement. And in that condition, which is shortest path, now we discuss all things, dear students, with more examples. Is that plan? Okay, student. Now, in all things, that is a starting point in this. That is a starting point. That is a starting point. That is a ending point in this diagram. Here, that is a starting point and that is a ending point. Here, that is a starting point. That is a ending point. Now, choose your path. First, we move in that direction. So dear student, that is a final position, that is a starting position, initial position. So when we measure that line and that line, let's suppose that is a 5 meter and that is a 7 meter, and calculate them, then we get the value of distance, not we get the value of displacement. Dear student, if you want to calculate the displacement, our condition is that the shortest path between initial and final position, and dear student, to get the shortest path, we draw the straight line. We draw the straight line between initial and final position. So we draw the straight line between initial and final position. What is the distance? Now calculate the value of that line, and that line has a displacement. The value of that line is a displacement in that diagram. Okay. Now one more thing. That is a starting point in the diagram and that is the ending point. We move in that and that and measure it. That is a 5, that is a 8. So when we calculate both the quantities, we get the value of displacement. We get the value of distance, not a displacement. Because displacement has some special property. What is that? If you want to get the displacement, dear student, first draw the straight line. First draw the straight line between initial and now we draw the straight line between initial and final point. That value has a displacement. That is a displacement. So if that is, we can in further we discuss about how we calculate the length of that. Okay, now. But the length of that line has a displacement. Okay. Now, one more diagram, that is the third diagram, is now starting point and angle. If you are moving from in that direction, that is this value has a displacement. Because it has a straight line between starting and final, means ending point. If we get the value of that line, then we can calculate easily displacement. But if you are moving in from that direction into that direction, it's not a displacement. If you want to calculate displacement, means draw the straight line. Please write on your copy and topmost point. If you want to calculate the displacement, first draw the straight line between initial and final position. So our first task is first mark the initial point, second mark the final destination and draw the straight line. And now calculate the length of the straight line. The length of straight line is a displacement. Okay. That is a method to calculate the displacement. Okay, students. Now, after that we discuss the properties is that it is a vector quantity. Vector quantities means here it has a magnitude as well as a direction. It's also measured in a meter. Distance also measured in a meter and displacement also measured in a meter. Okay, the unit is cent. Now, dear students, after that, if vector has some direction, now how we can choose the direction? Okay, now first point is says when an object move towards right, that is a some standard direction, dear students. Okay, if object moves left in a right hand side, where but first we mark the origin, that is a means we measure all the positions from here, so that is a origin. Okay, if you are moving in a right hand side, then we calculate all the distance and all the path length in a positive direction. We write the positive in a short track. The complete meaning is positive. That is a symbolic form of a positive. You can write both of these. It's also positive, it's also a positive. Okay, then dear students, now consider as a positive direction. Okay. Second thing is that when an object move towards left, if you are moving in a left hand direction from the origin, then we consider the negative, that is a symbol of a negative, and you can write negative s. Okay, students. Now, first thing, if you are moving in a right hand side direction, then we use a positive sign. If you are moving in a left hand direction, then we use a negative sign. Okay, students. Now, 2 points is clear, and now next point is says shifting origin causes no change in displacement. Dear student, if you are changing the origin, distance and displacement, what happen with the displacement? Displacement has no change, but distance will be changed. Let's suppose that is the origin point, and you are moving it in that direction. Okay. Now calculate the distance. Distance is 5 meter. Okay. Now again you are moving in that direction. That is a 4 meter. Now calculate the distance. Distance is coming 5 plus 4 is equals to 9 meter. Dear student, please focus on a unit. Always write the unit. Without unit, your mark will be deducted. Okay. Now, dear student, if we change the origin, first we consider the origin here. After that, we can change the origin is that point. Origin is that point. Now, distance is changed or not changed. Distance is remaining. Distance is 4 meter. Is remaining distance is a 4 meter. Now distance becomes 4 plus 4, that is a 8 meter. Distance will be changed when we change the origin. But in case of displacement, dear students, what happen if we discuss about the displacement? Displacement will not be changed if we shifting the origin. Shifting origin causes no change in displacement. Now, if you are calculate the displacement in two conditions. First, when the origin is here, then displacement is 4 meter. If you are shifting the origin is here in second condition, that is the second condition of origin, that is the first condition of origin. The displacement of that position and that initial and final position, we mark the I and R for initial and final one. In both the condition, displacement is a 4 meter, because displacement is a straight line between initial and final position. So 4 meter is not changes, dear student. There is no change in a displacement. Okay, if you are changing the origin, there is no change in a displacement. Okay, now a body moves along a circumference of the circle. Now mark the circle first. Okay. A person and body move along the circumference, means body move on that path. Okay, students, body move on that path, and the radius of that circle is smaller. You can mark anything, and travel by it is given 2 pi r. if body covers one complete circle of that path, that is circumference of the circle, so we can say distance is, in that case, distance is 2 pi r. Dear student, value of 2 pi r is, you can use 3.14 or sometimes we use 22 upon 7. 22 upon 7. Both are the values of a pi. That is called pi. The symbol of that is a pi. Okay. So if you are complete a one circle means, dear, so you are starting from here and move complete circumference and come back again to that point. Come back again to that point. Then we can say the distance is 2 pi r. The distance is 2 pi r. But if you are calculating the displacement, dear students, is 0. In that case, if whenever you calculate the path length, then distance is 2 pi r, but the displacement is 0, because there, dear student, according to definition of a displacement, what is the definition of displacement? Get the initial position. Now I have an initial position is that, and final position, both are the same, and draw the line between them, straight line. There is a no line between the initial and final position, so the displacement is 0. So the displacement is 0 for that circumference of that circle, Okay students, please write on your topmost point and underline that point. If the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, means that is a distance, and circumference of a one cycle, that is a 0 displacement. One circumference of the circle is a 0 displacement, having a 0 displacement and having a distance is 2 pi r. Okay. Now next one is difference between a distance and displacement. Okay. First difference is, according to definition, distance is the length, path of the length covered by a object. Actual path length. If you are students, if you are moving, let's suppose you are moving one step, then calculate it, that is a distance. If you are moving at one step in any direction, start to calculate and measure that distance. Let's suppose we are start to moving in that direction, that is a right hand, and again come back at that same point, then we calculate both the path. First move right hand side and come other side, add both of them, that is a distance. Actual path length, okay, that is a distance in any direction. Okay. Now displacement is the shortest path. Now again we give an example. I am standing here and start to move. What is the direction is? Let's suppose that is a positive direction. Now positive 5 meter we move and again come back. That is a negative direction, dear students. Now again we come back at the same point, then we move up. First we use a positive sign, and after that is a reverse direction, then we use a negative sign. Then if you add both of them, then first is positive, second is negative, now get 0. Dear students, if you are start to moving and come back at the same point after some traveling over any path, then displacement is always 0. If you are coming back to at the same point, okay, at any time period, okay, displacement. Okay students, initial point and final straight line, because when you are come back to your same point, there is a no straight line between the initial and final position. Okay, so displacement is 0. Second thing is, distance between two given point depends on the path choose. Path choose means, dear students, let dear students, first and second. If you are moving at that path, we calculate 50 meter. The distance is 50 meter. That is a path 1. If you are moving at that path, that we get at 20 meter. So our distance is always depending on which path is chosen by you. If you are moving a that type of path, then we get a 15 meter. So all are the distance, always, and that distance depends on path chosen by me. Okay, now, but in displacement is always clear. Distance is that is initial, that is final. We choose a different path. But the displacement is draw the straight line between them. Draw the straight line between them and measure it. That is a displacement. There is a no effect of a path. If you are calculate the displacement, that is a always straight path length. Straight path length is a displacement. Okay, so that is a not depend on the path. Okay, students. Now, second point clear. 2 points measured by the straight path between points. Distance always positive. If you are to start to moving sometime 1 meter right, again 1 meter left, then always increases 1 meter, added 1, 2, 3, 4 and continuously. But in displacement, if you are moving a right and come back to left, then first we add in and second we subtract. Right means positive, left means negative. If you are moving a right hand side 5 meter and come back to a left hand side 2 meter, then our answer is our displacement is a 3 meter only. Because what according to definition is that a person standing here move to right hand side here, that is a 5 meter, and come back to 2 meter. So it is a 5 meter in a positive direction and come back in negative direction. Dear student, come back in a negative direction, that is a negative. So what is the displacement? That is the initial position, that is the final position. Now mark the straight line between them. And now measure that. So we get the answer is 3 meter. Okay, now that is a 3 meter, that is a displacement. Okay, now after that we discuss.
Next 2 points is a simple point. Distance is a positive. Always displacement may be positive, negative and even zero. Also possible. Okay. Displacement may be positive, displacement may be negative, displacement may be zero. All are possible. It is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement may be decreases, but distance always increases. It not decreases. It will be never decrease. Distance never decreases, students. Okay. Now all these points and last 3 points we will be explaining in a further part via numerical. How you can say that displacement is never decreases. How you can say displacement may be possible to zero, positive and negative. Okay. All things are explained by a numerical. Next, a man goes 10 meter. All the numerical bases on a distance and displacement. Mark completely. A person start to move and 10 meter north. First, dear student, mark on your copy. That is a east, that is a west, that is a north and south direction. Okay.
Man start to move 10 meter towards north. What is the direction of north? That is the direction of north. Okay. So we mark that is the starting point and 10 meter north. 10 meter north. Okay. We mark correct. After that 20 meter towards east. 20 meter towards east means dear student, after traveling the 10 meter we are here, and after that 20 meter towards east, that direction is, and we write the 20 meter towards east. Okay. Now dear student, after that it says calculate the displacement. So what is the mean of displacement? Displacement mean dear students, mark first initial position and final position. What is the initial position? That is the initial position. And what is the final position? That is a final position. If you want to calculate the displacement, now draw the straight line between initial and final position. Now draw the straight line between initial and final position and calculate that. What is the value of that? Dear student, now our physics part is completed, but we have required some mathematical formula here. Dear student, whenever you want to calculate some sides of that triangle. It is a 90-degree rectangle triangle. So according to rectangle triangle, we can say that is a base, that is a perpendicular, and that is a hypotenuse. In mathematics, that have some relation, and relation is that the square of hypotenuse is equal to square of base plus square of, please write on your topmost space of your copy. In a rectangle triangle, hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, write it. Done? No. Now calculate which side is remaining, dear student. That side is hypotenuse. That the length of the displacement is a hypotenuse of that triangle. So that is the basic formula. By using this formula, we can calculate the hypotenuse. So we write here hypotenuse square is equals to base square. What is the base? Base is 10. Now 10 square plus perpendicular square. What is the value of perpendicular? That is a 20. Now square both of them. Now when we square 10, it becomes 100. When we square the 20, it is a 400. Okay, we get the value of hypotenuse square after sum both of the quantities, that is a 500. Okay, hypotenuse, the value of hypotenuse is come back to 500. Okay, now for further solution, when we remove the square, then we mark the root on a 500. Okay. So dear students, we can change them. That is a completely mathematics, dear students. 100 multiplied by 5. Why we use 100 multiplied by 5? Because the root of 100 is 10. We know that the root of 100 is 10. Answer will become, answer is root 500. But we can calculate the further values. So the root of 100 is 10 and 5 is root 5. Okay, students. So value of the hypotenuse, dear students, that is a 10 root 5 answer. Answer is hypotenuse 10 root 5. That is the value of that. Now, dear students, if someone asks about the direction, what is the direction of that? Now that is the direction of that. East, north. North of east. That is the direction of displacement. That is the initial position and that is the final position, and direction of displacement is that direction of displacement. That is a between north and east. So final direction of displacement is north, between the north and east. Now
the assignment for you after completion of our first chapter, second lecture. Okay, first chapter, second lecture. Exercise is first A6 to A11 all are subjective questions and B1 to B3 all are objective questions. That is a B1, B3 means dear students that I have already mentioned here, that is a second topic in your module. Okay students.